All right, so day 4 of yoga is complete. I just finished. Now I'm getting ready to pack up for my gig tonight. I figured I'd take you with me tonight a little bit, maybe show you a little behind the scenes, play a little bit, and then I might recap how I feel after the gig. Right now I feel pretty good. I feel pretty loose, a little hungry, haven't eaten most of the day, but I'm gonna load up. I'm gonna eat some dinner, take a shower, get ready for the gig, and you guys can join me. And then on the way home, I will kind of let you know how I felt. If I was a little bit more loose to start, we'll see. But time to load up. It's morning. It isn't after the gig. One thing I've come to realize and have a tough time accepting about myself is that I'm horrible at getting video footage of me playing. So let me give you a little behind the scenes when you're playing a gig. It's a 4-hour set, a 4-hour gig, right? Each set is about 50 minutes. So you get about 10 minutes before you get into your next set. So actually on the last set, I turned this GoPro on, ready to press record, and I never did it. What I realized is I'm just more focused on the performance rather than the, getting video footage of me playing. I'll get better at it. So the video that you did see was taken by our guitar player. It was the last song. It was impromptu. We actually weren't even gonna play that song. That's an original song by the band Blueprints. So our guitar player, our lead guitar player, is not actually on the stage, but that's the only video footage that I have from the show. Bummer. I'll get better at that. But so let's kind of go through the day. Yesterday was crazy busy for me. Like one of the busiest days I think I've had in a very long time. I've got to admit that creating the beginner yoga video, I did it 3 times. The 3rd time was yesterday. So the first time I did it, I had a bad video file. The second time I did it, it was a great video. And my intention was to do voiceover instruction. That turned out to be the biggest pain in the butt, and it was taking so much time. So I redid the video yesterday with me actually doing the instruction in real time like I would if I was teaching a class. That was so much better, so much easier, but it made for a very busy day because when you're teaching yoga, you're not really practicing it. So I still wanted to practice before I went to the gig. And then another thing, this isn't more behind the scenes stuff. When I'm creating these videos, I like to put music in. I'm a musician. I enjoy music. I think music behind a video makes the video kind of cool, kind of fun. And so I've been trying to find copyright-free music, and I'll put the music in there. It says it's copyright-free, or I'll create it in CapCut. CapCut has a music library, and I'll put it out there, and I'll get a copyright strike. And I'm like, what? It's not a strike, by the way. It's not like it's a problem, but if you do get monetized and your video does well, the person might want a little bit of that, money because they created that song, and of course they deserve it. Yesterday I was like, you know what, I'm kind of tired of this copyright stuff. I have a keyboard, I have some musicianship. Let me start making my own music. I'm just tired of it. So yesterday was very busy. I recorded the beginner yoga video. I created some music, then I did the yoga practice, and then I had a 4-hour gig last night. So to answer the question, did I feel more loose going into, more free while playing? I would say the answer is definitely yes. I did feel more free behind the kit, but lately I've been feeling that anyway, and I do think that is a result of doing the asanas again. But I've just been getting way more comfortable behind the drums. Weirdly, at the age of almost 50, I feel like I'm getting better and better and better at the drums. I'm more relaxed, I guess, is what I mean by better, because most of the time when I play, I play tense. And I have to really, so I guess what the asanas do, the yoga postures do, is they make me scan my body. Am I holding tension while I'm playing? So that's a really unique thing to focus on. And then, and a couple times during the performances last night, I noticed that I was a little bit tense and I was missing notes. So not missing them, but I may be rushing them or not placing them where I wanted to. So I noticed that and I relaxed. So if anything, what the yoga postures and practicing those yoga postures does for you is it makes you more body aware, and it made me really scan my body and go, okay, relax. And once I relaxed, boy, I eased right back into the song. So that was beneficial, but I was exhausted. That was probably the most tired I've been at a gig in a very, very long time. And it's so weird when you're tired like that. Like I couldn't sleep afterwards. It's really hard to come off of when you have a great performance, to come off of that. You're on this little bit of a high, and man, I got probably 4 hours of sleep last night. I don't know, I'll probably take a nap today. But two things. Yes, the postures did help me to relax going in, but because I had such a busy day, I think I was more tired than I would normally be. Normally on a gig day, I try to do very little during the day. I try not to overwhelm myself. I try to take a nap. I try to relax a little bit because it's kind of a long night. I mean, it's 4 hours of playing, but it's really about 6 hours total of loading in, loading out, all that stuff. So to total recap of it, definitely I'm seeing the benefits in my playing from doing the yoga postures, even from just this 1 week. Sorry I didn't give you any footage. I'm going to get better at that as we go along here. Day 4 in the books. So it's actually the next day. So today I'll be doing my day 5 practice where I increased to 12 breaths. So it should be a little bit longer. I think it's going to be a little bit tough because even yesterday, holding for 9 breaths in Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2 is still very challenging, man. It's a tough pose. So I'm finding this to be a great experience, as I've mentioned, all week long. No looking back now. I'm going to be practicing a lot. Big announcements to come too. When I get to the day 7 video, I'm going to talk about what we're doing with this channel. It's going to change a lot. I'm actually creating a whole new channel. We'll talk about that later. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but thank you guys. Day 4 in the books. Appreciate you joining me. You guys are awesome.